Welcome to the Smart Business Show, episode 64. Today, we are going to talk more about marketing and specifically, which social media channels do you use? There was a time when we had a new social media channel pretty much every day. Who remembers Blello or Ello or a whole bunch of other ones that never took off? I remember I used to have a Blello shirt, which some people were impressed with. I was an early adopter of that social network because social networks are super cool. That's also when my business did not run nearly as well as it did because I spent a lot of time looking at new social networks and new cool things out there because the internet was so cool. And the internet is very useful now, but it is simply a tool. And all of these social networks are a tool. So the question is, when do you jump into a new social network? So right now, Snapchat is really big. I've heard Blab is another good one. I couldn't even tell you what Blab is. I have a vague idea of what Snapchat is. And I guess you can probably guess a little bit about what I'm going to say there. So what I'm going to say is, are your customers there? If your customers are, the internet savvy who get on the channels right away, then by all means, you should be on these social networks. You should be putting some of your marketing content out on them. If you're advertising to, we'll say knitting grandmothers, and assume that they're technologically challenged, which is a gross overgeneralization. But if that's your market, is that where they are? You probably don't need to waste your time there then. So for your market, for your prospects, for your niche, you need to evaluate which social networks they are on, and you should be on those ones. I think Pat Flynn always calls it his be everywhere strategy. You don't necessarily need to be everywhere. You just need to be everywhere that your niche is, that your prospects are. So if some new social network comes along on a Friday, don't worry about getting on it for Monday. Don't worry about getting on it for weeks. There's lots of them that are going to fail. 99% of them will fail. Get on it in 6 months. Look at it in 6 months. Set yourself a reminder to evaluate it again. And only invest in the ones that are going to bring a return. So once you've invested in one a little bit, keep testing it. See if you're getting a return. Are you getting clients from it? If you're not, maybe look at how you're using it, look at your strategy, learn a bit more about it, but drop it if you're not getting clients. Don't worry about it. Your job is to get clients. It's not to be on the latest, greatest, all singing, all dancing social network that's out there. Thanks for watching.